I'm just gonna do a quick impromptu video. I just needed to talk about the Pokemon Direct. I was waiting for a while for like instruction to stop, but I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. So I'm just gonna get it out of the way, just record it now. Sorry if there's any background noise. So first thing I want to talk about is the Pokemon Snap. New Pokemon Snap. I'm definitely gonna get this game. Like, people have been waiting for new Pokemon Snap for so long. I'm lucky enough that I haven't had to wait for it long enough because I wasn't born when the game came out. But it looks really, really good. It looks beautiful. Of course, everyone's like, inevitably people are going to compare it to Sword and Shield because it looks so like beautiful, and Sword and Shield did not look like that. But you know, oh well. I mean, I'm just happy that we get it at some point, and I'm excited to look at other Pokemon. I think it'll just be great. The environments are like lush and beautiful, and like I really like how Meganium's like the center. Like, Meganium's never the center. Like, when has Meganium ever been the center of anything? I feel like they immediately, as soon as Meganium came out, they pushed it to the side. But like, Ash's Bayleaf didn't evolve. He just evolved once. Like, what is a Pokemon just evolved one time? Like, a starter just evolved once and then never evolved again. Usually they either don't evolve or they evolve twice. But Meganium, he was like, no, we don't need Meganiums. We just get Bayleaf. But it's pretty cool. I like the glow thing. It's kind of cool. I don't know if it should happen to every Pokemon. I like how I think it should just be like some special Pokemon. I don't know if the throwing glowing orbs on it is awesome. But still, I think it's pretty cool. I like how you can share your photos. I think that's pretty clean. I think there probably should be some way to share it on Twitter, but people will do it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think, besides that, I think this game looks awesome. I like how the Pokemon move around in like herds and stuff, and I hope they take some of that into a game they announced later, but I'll get into that later. So next I gotta talk about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and I'm a little bit lost as to what to say about these games. Like, I'm glad that they didn't put them in the Sword and Shield engine and just call it a day, but I don't think this is exactly what I wanted. I have to be honest. I know that at the very least it's faithful. It's a faithful recreation, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more. But what I do acknowledge though that I feel like they literally could not. I don't think they could have done this game and the game they're gonna announce after this simultaneously. I don't think they could have even made Let's Go in this at the same time. Well, Let's Go was just a 1 year release. Like, that game came out for that year, and they released Sword and Shield the next year at the normal time. So I think that they would have had to take a whole year to develop a game like Let's Go. I'm not saying that the gameplay would be like Let's Go. I'm saying the graphics would be like Let's Go. I think it would take a whole year for them to develop the game like that if they were doing it, and plus they would have to develop it. But they're putting this off to people who made Pokemon Home. So it's going to be like more small and chibi. I feel like the people could look better, and I don't like, it feels like the battle space is a little bit cramped to me. It feels like kind of cramped all the time. And the people, I just feel like it could look a little bit better. But I appreciate at the very least it's not trying to look better than it could be. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe pass it to a studio with a little bit, I don't know, that could make a game that looks a little bit more like, just make it look like Let's Go. I think that'd be fine. Like, that's all I like, you know, not like Sword and Shield level, just pretty good. It's still simplistic, still top down, but not like crazy, or fusion, or at least commit to the chibi style. Like, I feel like the guys are like a halfway point between being chibi and being like you know, Link's Awakening on the Switch looks completely like chibi. All the people are really small. This game is like a little fusion between the two. So I feel like if they just committed to one or the other, it could be a better game. I mean, better looking. But as it is, I think it's fine. You know, all the information I really need, they're not going to show us yet. Like, is the Battle Frontier still in there? Going to still have ball capsules? Chatot, are you going to be able to talk to Chatot, like, make it say stuff in the game? Like, you know, just little extra features that you wouldn't even think about that they put in Gen 4. Are they going to keep those in, or are they going to cut it out? Like, because, you know, it's Game Freak in the year 2021. So, all the stuff you really need to know, I feel like we don't know yet. But I don't know, from what I see, at the very least, I like the lighting. I think the lighting's pretty cool. I wanted the lighting to be good, and it is. So, I mean, I don't know, I'll probably get it. I probably will, just because I'll be like, oh, cool, it's another Pokemon game. It'll tire me over until the next one, but I think it could have been a little bit better. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. That's my real thoughts on this game. Now to get to what I actually care about. The new Pokemon Legends Arceus. this game, or excuse me, Arceus, because apparently everyone's very, very surprised that Arceus' name is actually Arceus. His name is Arceus, but they changed it. It's the only Pokemon's name who changed. Like, it used to be Arceus, but then because of Arce in like Britain, they changed it to Arceus. So now his name is Arceus, but people are apparently very surprised that his name is actually Arceus. But I really do like it. Oh my god, you don't even know. I've been dreaming of a game like this for so long. I have a note somewhere about Pokemon Horizons where it's like Breath of the Wild, and it's just, and this is as close as we're gonna get, I feel like. Well, I mean, of course we could get closer, because I know that from what we saw of the combat, it looks like it's gonna be turn-based, and on the website, it seems to confirm. From everything I'm seeing, it's gonna be turn-based 100%. There's some stuff in the trailer that makes it seem like it's just like an action RPG, and they do say it's an action RPG. But I feel like, no, they definitely showed the HUD. It's going to be like a turn-based battle style. There's not going to be any like, then Gallade rolls on the ground. He does a signature attack. Like, I don't think it's going to do that. It's going to be completely turn-based. But you send your Pokemon, it's going to be seamless. So that's going to be cool. I do think that this is the step Pokemon needed to take. I think this is where they needed to go, man. And I don't know if the Legends formula, I don't know. This is called Pokemon Legends, and then they put Arceus under it. So I think that there's a chance that there's going to be more Pokemon Legends games. Like, that would be a cool little thing. Like, do you think there's going to be more Legends games in the future? Or is it going to be like, or are they just going to take elements from this and put it into the next one? Because there hasn't been any Pokemon Let's Go games after this. As to now, it's been like, what? You'd think another one would have been announced in like 4 years since the game came out. I don't know exactly when Let's Go came out, but it came out a good amount of while ago, and there's been no other Let's Go games. So either they'll just take elements from Let's Go and put it in the next one, kind of like they did with Let's Go. They took the PC box, keeping that in your bag, and put that in the Sword and Shield, and maybe they'll just take some elements from Legends and put it in the next one. I really, really hope so, because this game looks really, really good. Also, something that's really interesting to me is that this game takes place in like feudal Sinnoh, and that's pretty awesome. So, like the balls, they're like primitive Pokeballs, so they let out steam when you catch something. That's awesome. And like, I feel like Sinnoh is like the perfect place where you can do like a feudal version of it. Oh my god. Because like there's like so much history in Sinnoh, right? Like, say like, just take for instance like Floroma Town, right? Floroma Town, you talk to the NPCs, they're like, okay, this place used to be barren. Like, there used to be no flowers that grew here, but one day someone prayed, they prayed a prayer of gratitude, and then the whole place sprung up in flowers, right? That's a nice little story, but you never get to see the place actually sprung up completely barren. But in this game, I think it'd be really, really awesome if they just had little touches like that. Like, you go to an area like Floroma, it's just completely barren. There's nothing growing there. It looks awful. And then you'd be able to know it's Floroma Town, even if there's not actually a town around it. You just would know, why is this area completely barren? This is Floroma Town. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Just like little discoveries like that. I think that'd be really cool, and they can capitalize on stuff like that in this game. And there's so many different like legends in Sinnoh that they can capture just by doing stuff, just by paying attention to close notes to the previous games, and I feel like they can do a really, really good job with this game. Then another thing that I think is really cool is Arceus being the center of it. Arceus, that's awesome, dude. They never did anything with Arceus before now. Like, before Arceus, he had an event, but like, it was not actually released. So no, like officially, Arceus just comes to you in your little guy's like, hi, I have Arceus for you, and he gives it to you. That's Arceus' event. But we finally get something with Arceus, and he has a whole game around him, and I think this is what he needed to have. This is when Arceus needed to come back into the spotlight, when they made these remakes, and I'm glad that Arceus gets a whole game, and it's something he's really deserving of. I don't know if he'll get anything in Shining Diamond and Spatial Pearl, whatever it's called. It's called Brilliant Pearl, I think, yeah. No, it's Brilliant Diamond, it's Shining Pearl, okay. So maybe they'll get something in those games. I think people are wondering if there's going to be like, again, I don't know if there's going to be anything about Platinum. I should have talked about this in the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl section, but I hope that those games are more like Platinum than Diamond and Pearl, because Diamond and Pearl are not amazing games, dude. I'm sorry. Those games are really, really slow. There's not a lot of access to actual Pokemon that you want. Those games are not good compared to Platinum. It improves on them in every possible way. There's a Battle Frontier. It's just better in every way. So I hope those games are just 2 Platinums instead of Diamond and Pearl, which you kind of got with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Those games are more like Ruby and Sapphire than Emerald because they don't have a Battle Frontier. So I hope those games are more like Platinum. But that being said, I don't know if there's gonna be like Giratina in this game, cool other legendaries aside from Arceus. But even if there isn't, I don't think it really matters considering how good this game looks. But there is one thing that does not look good, and it's the frame rate. Everybody knows it. Everybody, as soon as they saw the Chingling floating up and down, they realized this game is not, it's not been handled well in terms of the frame rate side. And that sucks, but I think they have a whole year to polish this game. Like, this game could come out in like April, and I think, if they polished it, made it look really nice, I think they can do it, man. I think they can do it. This is just the first little step we've seen. Sure, right now the Pokemon, they're really low frame rate, and if you can play the game in that state, it's pretty unacceptable. I'm not gonna lie. But even if it is, it's still ambitious. At the very least, they're trying something, and I think that's awesome. At least they're doing something with it. At least, you know, because they so easily could have just put out Diamond and Pearl, Let's Go like looking games, and made them really bad, and just rushed them, made it look like nothing. They easily could have done that, but now they're actually they're accessing Sinnoh's history, which was tied originally to Sinnoh's like thing as a game originally, and now they're making it into a new game, and I think that's like the coolest thing they could have possibly done. And some of these screenshots look really, really nice. I'm happy. I'm happy about this, man. This is what I've always wanted. I mean, I think moving forward, they can make a better game after this too. And that's what I'm really excited for. I don't know if Legends is going to be its own thing. I don't know if it's a spin-off. Maybe it's a main series. Maybe it's just kind of a Let's Go kind of thing. But I don't know. And honestly, I don't really care. This game looks great, and I'm excited for it. Let me know what you guys care. Like, what do you guys think about it? Just tell me in the comments. I actually will read them. I'm really excited about this game. I want to know what everybody thinks. People are, you know, whatever. But thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.